The clock is ticking. Your opponent just made a move you didn't expect, and the game is only 10 seconds old. The opening phase of a competitive chess match is a high-pressure environment where one wrong step can leave you defending a miserable position for the next 3 hours. If you're a beginner, it is incredibly tempting to think that the solution is memorization. You find a 20-move sequence played by a grandmaster, commit it to memory, and assume it will guarantee you an early advantage. But here is the reality. Having a razor-sharp 20-move opening repertoire is completely useless if you don't actually have the tactical vision to execute the middle game plans those moves create. You'll survive the opening, only to get crushed on move 21. This grid shows the sheer scale of the problem. There are over 1,300 named chess openings, which is enough theory to overwhelm anyone. But the truth is, all of that theoretical chaos can be consolidated down into just 4 primary first moves: e4, d4, c4, and knight to f3. Your choice among these 4 pillars dictates the pawn structure and the resulting family of every game you will ever play. So the goal is not to search databases for the objective best opening. The goal is to find the opening that reliably creates a pawn structure matching your current skill level. We can map out how to make that choice using this chart. Every opening forces you to navigate a central trade-off: theoretical burden versus dynamic potential. Theoretical burden measures the sheer volume of specific move orders, traps, and variations you have to memorize just to survive the first 15 moves without losing a piece. Dynamic potential is your reward for doing that homework. It measures the likelihood that the opening will create sharp, asymmetrical imbalances that offer you high winning chances. Deep theoretical preparation wasn't always a requirement, but history shows us that analyzing specific lines turned the opening into a weapon. If you walked into their preparation, you were effectively playing against an entire team of analysts. Therefore, optimizing your repertoire means choosing an opening that sits at the exact coordinate on this graph that matches the amount of free time you actually have to study. The open games occur when white plays e4 and black mirrors with e5, colliding directly in the center. You develop pieces rapidly, maintain tension, and castle early. This opens the board, resulting in explosive skirmishes and direct attacks on weak points. The trade-off is steep. These positions have been played and analyzed for centuries. You navigate incredibly dense theory. Make one developing move out of order, and you immediately forfeit the initiative completely. Classic choices in this category, like the Italian game and the Ruy Lopez, will test your ability to calculate lines accurately under pressure. Open games reward players who enjoy meeting their opponent face-to-face in the center of the board and fighting through symmetrical tactical combat. In semi-open games, black responds to 1e4 with a flank move, breaking symmetry. Black willingly allows white to establish a strong pawn center, planning to undermine it from the sides. This creates imbalanced positions, resulting in opposite-side attacking races. The undisputed king of the semi-open family is the Sicilian Defense. It has been the go-to weapon for aggressive champions who need to generate high win rates with the black pieces. But the cost of entry is immense. To safely reach that highly dynamic middle game, you must survive an incredibly heavy memorization burden.
Your opponent knows you are playing for a win, and they have prepared sharp traps to catch you early. Specific variations of the Sicilian carry so much theory that they define entire chess careers. Navigating them requires a phenomenal memory and constant study. Semi-open games are the ultimate high-risk, high-reward choice. You are betting that your preparation in chaotic, complex theory is simply better than the person sitting across from you. To avoid early tactical firefights, play closed games, starting with 1d4, inherently protecting the central pawn. The center pawns lock together, preventing pieces from easily jumping across the board. The outcome is slow piece maneuvering and long-term positional grinding. This presents a different trade-off. You drastically reduce the risk of falling into a 15-move tactical trap and losing outright, but in exchange, you must possess a much higher understanding of nuanced pawn breaks to make any progress. Mastering these subtle structural advantages requires a deep, almost intuitive positional understanding of where pieces belong in a locked position. Closed games swap immediate tactical danger for complex, slow-burn strategic squeezes. The winner isn't the fastest calculator, but the better long-term planner. Finally, we have flank and system openings. This covers setups like the English opening or systems like the London. In a system, you develop your pieces to a rigid, predetermined setup, largely ignoring your opponent's moves. You successfully bypass heavy opening theory, reach a safe position, and immediately force your opponent out of their memorized books. But there is a catch. By ignoring the center early in the game, you yield space. If you fail to generate active counterplay later, you will find yourself stuck in passive, sterile positions with no real way to attack. Still, systems are incredibly practical. Even the highest-rated players in the world utilize them specifically to sidestep the deep, computer-assisted preparation of their rivals. Systems buy you time and guarantee early safety, but they force you to outplay your opponent purely through middle game ingenuity. This decision tree matches your psychological profile and study time to the correct opening family. Under 1000 ELO, follow the beginner path. Your goal isn't memorizing deep lines, it's surviving the opening to learn fundamentals. Stick to principle-based systems like the Italian or London. You maximize your return reaching playable middle games to practice strategy. For players grasping tactics who want to study, the advanced path leads to the tactician profile, the Sicilian or King's Indian. Prefer positional play with less study time? Look at the Queen's Gambit or Caro-Kann.
The time-poor trade-off means you accept slightly lower dynamic winning chances in exchange for predictable, safe pawn structures that don't require daily maintenance. A successful repertoire is simply the one that aligns with your real-world lifestyle and your natural cognitive strengths. Whatever you choose, do not let opening theory become a tool for procrastination. Endlessly studying variations instead of actually playing games is a trap. Modern mastery requires efficient preparation, but ultimately you have to rely on your raw, adaptable middle game intuition. Pick one opening structure for white and reliable defenses for black. Learn the first few moves, and then stop studying. Because an opening doesn't win the game, it merely sets the stage for the dense, complicated battlefield where the true fight happens. Play the board.
Hope you like our video. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe us. To join our insightful chess Anurag classes, WhatsApp or call us at given number. Thanks for watching.